Hi everyone, my name is Maheen Dhanani. We're here at a back to school event with Liberty Bookstore right next to Naheed Supermarket. So, schools are opening again, but we must note that COVID cases are still on the rise and we must ensure that kids and their parents are prepared for it. As a healthcare professional, I feel that it is my duty to highlight the different ways in which parents and children can tackle the COVID 19 crisis. So I'm going to begin the book reading now, just so everyone can first see the title of the book. It is Momo Discovers Coronavirus. Alright, so let me introduce the characters of the book first. We have a cat here. His name is Momo. There is a young boy named Adil, and these are his parents, his mom and his dad. So Momo says to Adil, Adil, what is happening? Why aren't you going to school today? Meow. Adil, I'm not sure, Momo. Let's see what mom and dad have to say. So Momo is asking Adil a question. He's reaching out to ask him what is happening because he doesn't understand. So Adil says, you know what? We should just ask our parents and ask mom and dad. So they go visit their parents and they ask them. So their mom says, it will not be safe to leave the house for some time. She's explaining to him what's happening, why they're not leaving the house. And his dad says, yes, Adil. A germ called coronavirus has spread in the world, and we need to protect ourselves from it. So his mom tells them why they're not leaving the house, and the dad explains what is exactly happening, that there's a germ spreading in the whole world, and this is why they're not leaving their house. So Momo still doesn't understand. He's like, what is happening, Adil? Meow. Adil says, well, mom and dad said that we need to protect ourselves now. So, this is still confusing. What does it mean we need to protect ourselves? Why are we staying in the house and what do we do now? So now, Momo and Adil discover the different ways that they can protect themselves from this germ that's spreading. Firstly, Momo says, oh yes, I heard that too. This means washing your hands properly and regularly. And this page illustrates how to wash your hands properly to get rid of all the germs. The next way you can protect yourself is through social distancing. Here you can see that Momo and Adil are standing very far apart. And even when you go back to school, you need to ensure that you're not coming into close contact with other children or even your teachers. This means we have to practice being healthy, getting a good night's sleep, and eating a well-balanced diet. So the germ is spreading, but we need to make sure that we're staying healthy. We have to eat a balanced meal. We must make sure we're getting our vegetables. We should sleep at a proper time, a good 8 to 10 hours every day, and also enjoy at the same time. See how Momo and Adil are having fun here, even though they're in their house? Adil says, Momo, what happens if we don't do that? So he's asking that, okay, you told me the different ways I can protect myself, but what if I don't do it? What if I don't want to do it? Then Momo says, germs will spread. Meow. So if you don't do it, then that's not good, and the germs will spread even more. So now Momo doesn't understand. What is a germ? Why are they spreading? So Momo says, germs are so tiny, we can't see them, and that's what makes us sick. So these germs are not visible to us. We can't see them. We're not going to see a germ walking around anywhere, right? But they will still come and make us sick. Adil says, this makes me sad. Now I won't be able to meet Nani and play with my friends or study. So Adil's sad here. He says that, okay, we're staying at home, we're sleeping, eating, having a well-balanced diet, but I'm sad. What about my friends? What about my family? So Momo says, don't worry, Adil. There are so many ways we can still do that. So there's still a lot of room for having fun. He says, we can study on an online platform. Meow. We can call your friends online too. Meow. See? Adil is talking to his friends through the computer here. And we can spend our time painting and reading books. Meow. So you see how much fun they're having? They're painting, they're reading books, they're having conversations with their friends and their family through the internet. So there's still a lot of room to play and have fun, along with protecting ourselves and keeping a social distance. So then Momo says everything will be all right. And in the end of the book, I have a note for parents and teachers to further increase the conversation with their children so they can talk more about the coronavirus, the SOPs they can follow, how to protect themselves if they're going to school or if they're staying at home. So I would actually like to reach out to the audience right now and ask them, what do you think about the situation that's going on right now? Anyone? You tell me. How are you? Okay. So this concludes our storytelling session for today with the book Momo Discovers Coronavirus. I hope all of you had a great time and I hope you learned something. Can anyone tell me one thing that they learned today from this session?
What did you tell her?
What did you learn today?
We should take a 6 distance.
Yes, that's a great point. Very good. Can you tell me one point that you learned today?
Tell her that you know. Tell her. Good.
Okay, what fun thing can you do at home if you're not meeting your friends outside? Can you play games on the computer? Yeah? Awesome. Okay, great. So thank you everyone for attending this session and I hope you have a very exciting time at home, studying online, or even going back to school with the proper SOPs.
Thank you.